Welcome to the first edition of Commander's Corner, where we talk about the mission, people, and community. Today it's an honor to have with us the 4th Fighter Wing historian, Doc Heidicker. Doc, thanks for joining me today.
My pleasure, sir.
So Doc, tell us a little bit about how you came to Seymour Johnson and how long have you been the wing historian?
Well, in 2002, I got my Ph.D. in military history, University of Southern California, and I was looking for teaching jobs in the Chronicle of Higher Education when I saw this large ad for Air Force historians. And I thought, what's that? So I made a phone call, and when they learned I had a Ph.D. in military history and I was a Marine Corps veteran, they were like, oh, do we want you? So I applied for multiple jobs, was offered the job here at Seymour Johnson, and shortly after I got here, I realized I had struck gold. I was now the historian of the greatest fighter wing in the history of the world. So I started here in July of 2005, so I've celebrated my 12th year here.
Well, fantastic, Doc. So Doc, in your time here, as you've learned about the history of the 4th Fighter Wing, what is your favorite period or piece of history?
Well, it's all amazing. I mean, Korean War, 70% of the MiG shot down were by us. The tip of the spear in Desert Storm, and on. But I gotta admit, I'm partial to World War II, both the Eagle Squadron and the 4th Fighter Group, because we were going up against the best Air Force in the world, the German Luftwaffe. And I mean, the stories, the amazing leadership, Colonel Don Blakesley, I consider him the father of the 4th Fighter Wing. And within a relatively short period of time, our guys led the charge, shot down over 1,000 German planes. So Blakesley's goal was to destroy the Luftwaffe, and he sure did. So I just love that period.
So Doc, in addition to documenting and keeping track of our wing history, what other large projects are you working on right now?
Well, this year's our 75th anniversary.
That's right.
So we're going to have a wonderful gala, reunion, and just a way to honor our veterans, our airmen, the community. The gala is going to feature wonderful speeches and dinner. That's some amazing aircraft that are going to show up, a Mustang, F-86, and a Spitfire. So it's just going to be an event that I think is going to please a lot of people.
Absolutely. And as we celebrate our heritage, it's a way to also connect airmen to the mission. It's a way to strengthen the social fabric of our base. And it's a way to build that relationship with the local community to help them become a world-class, military-friendly community. But in addition to the 75th Gala, what are some other events that are going to happen that week?
Well, we're going to open a time capsule that's been in the ground for 50 years. So I can't wait to see what's in that. It's just going to be amazing. And after the 75th, we're going to plant our own time capsule. So we're in the process of gathering unique artifacts and data and just whatever items the squadrons can provide. So we'll bury it for another 25 years.
And then later that evening, like you mentioned, we're going to celebrate the Battle of Britain celebration, which what's unique about that celebration that people may not have heard about?
Oh my gosh, wonderful, lectures and celebration to honor the Battle of Britain. But then for me, the highlight of the evening is we take about 6 pianos that have been donated by the squadrons in squadron colors. I mean, they really do it up. And they take sledgehammers to them and turn them into a lot of little pieces, and then they set them on fire. And the great thing about this year, this is the first time that it's been open to the entire base community.
Absolutely.
Really looking forward to it.
And Doc, could you tell us a little bit about how that tradition came about?
Absolutely. The story that I believe is that one of the RAF squadrons in World War II had a pilot who was also a piano player. And after every mission, and I mean the missions were tough, going toe-to-toe with the Nazis, he played the piano, and he played beautifully. So it kind of put their minds at ease and gave them an opportunity to relax. And of course, as fate would have it, one day he didn't make it back. He was killed. And the squadron sat there looking at the piano, and everybody was depressed and morose. And the squadron commander saw what was going on, and he said, guys, take it outside and burn it.
A great piece of history. We've celebrated here at Seymour Johnson for many years and many decades. So Doc, what are some things that you would like to achieve in your remaining time here as our historian at the 4th Fighter Wing?
Well, I love being in service to our airmen. My proudest accomplishment here, I was part of having a street named after Staff Sergeant Don Allen, who was a crew chief in World War II. So I consider that street, that's dedicated to all our enlisted and all our maintainers. And if I have an opportunity to do something else to honor our airmen, that's what I'm hoping to do.
Well, thanks, Doc. I appreciate your perspective, and I couldn't agree with you more. You know, we recruit our airmen, but we retain the families. And,
Absolutely.
And, you know, we should do everything we can to support them and their families as they continue to carry out the difficult mission that our nation asks of them every day. And Doc, thank you so much for your service to our nation and to this wing, and for everything that you do for us here at Team Seymour.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you.
And to the men and women of Team Seymour, thank you for joining us today for Commander's Corner, and may you continue to lead with courage.